How's it going, Webheads? My name is Ryan Walsh, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about how powerful is Hela in Thor Ragnarok. Before we get into this video, of course, as always, for everybody that's new to my channel, make sure you guys subscribe to Webhead if you guys are new to my channel and you guys want to see more videos on this. I have plenty coming out on my channel. Also, make sure you guys definitely comment below and let me know, guys, how powerful do you guys think Hela really is in the Thor Ragnarok movie? I really want to hear your opinions in the comments below. Also, make sure you guys smash that like button if you guys like the video. But with all that out of the way, let's get into the video. So, the big question today is, how powerful is Hela in Thor Ragnarok? Now, I know that we haven't seen the Thor Ragnarok movie just yet, but I think we can definitely get a gauge of how powerful Hela really is in the trailers. I think the trailers really show off a lot, especially that first trailer that came out really shows off how powerful she is. So the first thing that I really want to talk about is that she is able to basically take on all of Asgard's army by herself. Now, obviously she's going to be spawning some undead soldiers and she also has Surtur to back her up, but just from what we've seen in the trailer, it looks like she takes out all of these soldiers by herself and she takes them all on, which is super awesome. I cannot wait to see that fight scene, but it looks like she's so powerful that she can take all of them on. Another thing that happens in the trailer is that we see all of Asgard get completely burned to the ground. The only kind of power we've similar seen to that is kind of Ronan or maybe Malekith when they had the reality and when Ronan had the Power Stone with him. Those are characters that definitely had that kind of power, but she's just as powerful to take out all of Asgard with one blow, it looks like. This definitely could be something that changes in the movie. It could be Surtur the Fire Demon that does this, or maybe it's just a bunch of characters that do it. We don't really know, but what we can speculate from the trailer so far, it looks like she is the one to do it. Now, the big reason why I wanted to make this video and why I think this is something to talk about is that she breaks Thor's hammer with one hand. Now, this is something that's really impressive that she does because no other character in the MCU has been able to even come close to this kind of power that we've seen unless they had an Infinity Stone in their hands. But no character, I don't even think Thanos would be able to crush Mjolnir with one hand, especially smiling. She's smiling, so it looks like she's not even trying to really crush the hammer. You have to have an unimaginable amount of power to do this. And even in the comic books, just going off of the comic books, now Mjolnir is made of Uru metal, which is basically indestructible, and it definitely has some sort of magic to it that makes it impossible to pick up. So even like a character like the Hulk or even Thanos, they have a really difficult time of picking up the hammer. And yes, I say this because Hulk has done it before. Unless you have a pure heart, typically you're not supposed to be able to pick up the hammer, and I think we all can agree that Hela probably does not have a pure heart. So she is able to stop this hammer in mid-flight. That just makes her incredibly powerful right off the bat, and she only did it with one hand when the Hulk had to do it with both arms and put everything he had into it, and she looks like she's not even putting that much strength into it. Now, if we look back at the trailer, not only does she stop the hammer, but she also crushes it with one hand, and that kind of leads me into my second part of this whole thing, and basically, how powerful do you really have to be to crush Thor's hammer, and what other beings have actually done it before in the comic books? Now, if we look back at the comic books, there has only been a couple of characters that have been able to destroy Thor's hammer. There was one comic book where the Destroyer, and he showed up in the first Thor movie. He was basically the big full metal guy that showed up at the end of the first Thor movie, and he took out all the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, and he actually took Thor out, but then of course Thor won the day in the end, and he was able to do this in one comic book. But also another character called Molecular Man was able to do this as well, and I think you guys can understand how he was able to do this because he can control matter on a molecular level, so he's incredibly powerful in that sense. But if we actually look at, like, say, Captain America's shield that's made out of adamantium, now that is supposed to be kind of a little bit stronger but kind of equivalent to the Uru metal that Thor's hammer is made out of. So if we really take that into account too, Cap's shield has also been destroyed by Molecular Man, and it has actually been destroyed by Thanos himself with the Infinity Gauntlet though. So it wasn't just Thanos who destroyed it, he had to have godlike powers to destroy Cap's shield. So obviously you had to be really, really powerful to destroy Thor's hammer. So that just kind of shows exactly how powerful Hela is going to be. But of course, there's another theory of mine that kind of goes over this, and I'll link it in the description below. But it basically goes over that I think that Hela has the Soul Stone in Thor Ragnarok. But that's the other video, so you can definitely check that out as well. And that explains why she can destroy Thor's hammer with just one hand. So obviously, Hela is probably going to be one of the most powerful characters that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has ever seen by far. I'll say it's probably more powerful than Thanos himself, obviously without the Infinity Gauntlet, but just Thanos himself is supposed to be one of the most powerful beings in the universe. And I think Hela is going to be even more powerful than that. So in my opinion, really going off of all this, I personally don't even think Hela is going to bite the dust in this movie. I think she is actually going to be named Death, and I think she's going to be Death along with Thanos. And also, I have another theory going out about Hela and why she's so powerful. I will definitely put that in the link below, and I'll probably put it at the end of this video, so definitely check that out. But that's all I have for this video, guys. That is basically how powerful Hela is compared to all the other villains and everybody else in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. She is probably by far the most powerful that we have seen so far. But that's all I have for this video, guys. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys definitely smash that like button. Also, make sure you guys share it to all of your friends. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe to Webhead, subscribe, and join me in my quest to gain 10,000 subscribers this year. So thank you guys very much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Bye-bye. As always, Webheads, if you guys like this video and you guys want to see more, make sure you guys subscribe right over here to Webhead to get plenty more videos on my channel. I have plenty more coming out. Also, make sure you guys definitely check out my social media links in the description below, along with the 2 videos below me I think you guys would really, really enjoy. But thank you guys very much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Bye-bye.